audition for Jimi Hendrix. When I was about 18, I played in a band that that Jimmy's manager, the bass player from the Animals, he called me up. I was working as a commercial artist in central London. Rehearsed for about 2 months. Nothing really came of it. I guess he remembered me. And when I was about 20 years old, I was again working in central London as a commercial artist, and Tesh Chandler called me up again and said, "Have you heard of Jimi Hendrix?" Well, he was all over the music papers. You know, Eric Clapton had raved about him, Pete Townsend had, Jeff Beck had, they'd all gone, "Whoa!" The audition was in a club just off of Piccadilly Circus. I believe it was called Birdland Jazz Club. So once again, I borrowed my father's car. Thanks, Dad. I don't know what I'd done without my mum and dad. Brought my drums up and we're standing outside waiting for the club to open. It was at lunchtime. And of course it was raining. And Jimmy came up to me and started talking to me about some songs he'd written the night before. We all sort of filed in. There was a number of drummers down there, a number of drummers that I knew that were already famous. Jimmy was very generous. I'm listening to him, the first few drummers that got up and played with him, and I went, wow. Anyway, then it was my turn. Jimmy had a stack of Marshalls and he just started playing. He was playing like nothing I'd ever heard before. You know, I could play, you know, or I could play that, but this was like, this was coming from somewhere else. He was very generous with his time, as I recall. I think I probably sat there for about 45 minutes trying to figure it out. After about the first 10 minutes, he played a slow blues, which I knew what to do. Then he played a shuffle. Then I think he played a Bob Dylan song. Then he did a Chuck Berry song. I think he did Johnny B. Good, actually. Who didn't? I didn't get the job. I think I came in 6th. I think they'd actually already decided on who was going to do it. Mitch Mitchell, who was absolutely brilliant, an incredible drummer. His technique and the way he played in the Experience was like, it fitted beautifully, like with Jimmy's outrageous playing. And actually Jimmy's stuff was all taken from a lot of R&B riffs and attitude. He just changed it for his. I think that's like you know, I mean, the man had a touch of genius. There was nobody like him before, and you know, people have tried to emulate him since then, and they're inspired by Jimmy.